Good afternoon, Bishop Smith Catholic High School community. For those of you who don't know me, and you may be new to Bishop Smith this year, all of our new grade 8 students, my name is Brennan Trainer, I'm your principal, and I'm very happy to say a few words to you this afternoon so that you can begin to start to get ready for school, and perhaps I can alleviate some worries, some of your fears, and start to point you in the direction of what is going to be happening next. And what do we do? How do I prepare for the next 3 weeks as we enter into our new school year here in September? So just a very special welcome to all of you. We are looking forward to a great year, and we have some special notes to talk about in terms of changes. And that first one is, of course, that Renfrew County is doing incredibly well with our battle against the COVID-19 virus. And because of that, we have been permitted by the Renfrew County District Health Unit to allow our students, all of our students, to come back to Bishop. And of course, there is the board survey that was online, and there are many who chose to opt out this semester, and that's perfectly fine, and that is a different format. But for those of you who chose to come to Bishop, there are many things that we will be sending to you. And this afternoon, all I want to do is just point out some of those things to give you a heads up, and perhaps some things you can do to prepare for the beginning of our first day. And that being said, when is our first day? And our first day is currently September 8th. And September 8th is the beginning of all classes here at Bishop. And like I said, all students are permitted to come back to school. So that means all buses running towards Bishop will be able to bring you to the school, as well as all walkers. And people who want to drop off their children, you may come, and we will be, of course, you will see all sorts of different changes here at Bishop Smith with signage and with some new rules about how we're going to enter the building and how do we do that safely following all of our public health guidelines. Please be rest assured, we have been working very hard here. Our school looks so wonderful. Our custodians have, of course, kept it as clean as ever, but also we've changed quite a few things with signage and how do we move through the hallways, how do we do lineups. All of those types of things will be changing. And we'll be going through those too. And we'll be over the next week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks before September 8th, I invite every one of you to pay close attention to our school social media sites, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We are there in all three of those platforms, as well as our school website. And that's really important that you do stay up to date on all four of those areas, because what we will be doing is we'll be giving you letters to talk about specific information pieces. There is a great deal of information to come, and today I just want to let you know, please stay tuned. We will be doing that. That being said, with all of our students coming, I do think it's important to talk about how the school year will look. And so instead of 2 semesters, we are going to have 4 now. And that means that all students in grade 9 to grade 12 will have 2 courses each, unless of course they're in grade 12 and they can opt to have a spare period. But the majority of our students will have 2 courses each day, and they will be from September to November for the first, what's called a quadmester now. So that's a big change, and we will be talking about that a great deal more. You will be seeing up in our social media and our website letters to explain it, and we'll delineate the times very clearly for all of you. But I did want to point that out verbally with all of you today, just to let you know that that will be a significant change. Another significant change that you should be preparing for too is how and what we bring to school. In particular, we do have to bring our masks to school. We will have a mandatory mask policy. We do have to follow, of course, our Renfrew County Public Health Guidelines, and that will require us to wear a mask. So that's really critical that all students arrive at the school with a mask, and we will have videos for all of you indicating on our sites how do we do that, and where do we go first day, and where do we get our timetable, and those types of things. But today I just wanted to point out that that's a really critical thing. We are going to have to wear our masks and follow public health guidelines. Another thing is, for all of you who are taking the bus, please go to the Renfrew County Joint Transportation Consortium. And if you Google RCJTC, you Google that, you will be able to follow the information there, especially the student rider information. So that will help you find out if my child needs a bus, do they have one, what bus route is it, and what time will be pickup. Time of day is a critical thing. Time of day will be 10 after 8, school starts, and approximately 2:25 is the end of the school day. Is that going to change? Will we have a shortened day? Those are all good questions, but as of now, that is our school day schedule. Some parents have been asking about a reduction in a timeline. There hasn't been any yet, but I promise we will indicate immediately as soon as we hear if there's any change. And that finally is just going to bring me to the final part that I wanted to mention to everybody. Please note that with COVID, things are changing so rapidly, and we just have to always keep a close eye on all of our social media sites and our school website. So I do invite you to, once again, please pay close attention to those areas. We will do our very best to keep you all up to date. Expect in the next 2 and 3 weeks many letters out to indicate different things for all of you. So I only gave you a highlight this afternoon. It's more of I just wanted to welcome you all, let you all know we have great news. We have been permitted to come back. We are going to begin on September 8th, and we're excited to have you. Let's continue to pray for our scientists that they work on that vaccine, that we can get through this pandemic together, and then we can even open up our school even more. More information will be following. Thank you so much. We look forward to talking to you further. I will keep close in contact with all of you. Thank you very much.